That's fine.
All right, we on.
All right. Shalom, Yasha'Allah. Back with another GMS on the go. I'm Brother Nakam.
Brother Isaiah.
And this is the Raleigh, North Carolina camp. Before we go any further, we like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Next up, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and teaching us His truth according to the Bible and who rule well. And a double shalom to all the Sisayakim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and righteousness and sincerity to the best of your ability. And me and the brother was able to get up to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. You know, we're just going to go into a lesson on prophecy. So without further ado, we're going to dive right into it. Brother, grab the first precept with flow through the spirit.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him.
That's right. So this is John, the Revelator, you know, saying that he fell down at the angel's feet to worship him, you know, and it's going to go into it a little bit further.
And it reads, this is saying, Revelation 19 and 10, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant.
That's right. So when John bowed down, you know, to worship the angel response back to John was, don't bow down and worship me. You know why? Because I'm thy fellow servant. You see, I serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai just like you do. I'm no better than you. That's what the angel's basically saying to John, the Revelator.
And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right. So the testimony of Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus, is the spirit of prophecy. You see? So if you so-called Negroes, Latino Americans claim to have the testimony, the spirit of Lord Yahweh Shai, then guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be in the spirit of prophecy. You're going to be telling Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, the things that are going to come before they actually happen. Such as what? The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. You're going to be telling about a famine of food and thirst, you know, that's going to take place. You're going to be telling about the race riots, martial law, you know, ultimately, end all be it all, the 200 ICBM missiles that's going to destroy this place, along with the chariots with the word they cause UFOs. You know, and not trying to go off topic or anything, but that's how you know these pork chop eating pastors and so forth on, who claim to have the testimony, you know, the spirit of Lord Yahweh Shai. That's how you know they don't have the truth. Because what? They're not prophesying to our people. They're not telling them the things that's going to actually happen before they come to pass. The true men of the Lord, who was coming in spirit and power Yahweh Shai, is doing that, is our apostle and elder great Mills to the men on down. You see, we're prophesying. We're letting the nation of Israel know the things that are going to happen before they come to pass. So again, if you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans claim to have the spirit and you know, in the testimony of the Lord Yahweh Shai, they're going to be in the spirit of prophecy. Because what? What did the ancient men of old times do? They prophesied. Going back to Jeremiah 28:8.
I got precept.
Okay.
This is second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
That's right. And that word mind is possessive. So that's not talking about the whole world. You see, that's talking about you so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. And that's why you see the men of the Lord coming in the spirit and power Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, preaching this word, you know, to the best of our ability, breaking down the scriptures the right way, out on the highways and byways, and constantly throwing up videos on YouTube. Because what? We're speaking the words of prophecy to you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans. We're telling y'all the things that are going to happen before they come to pass. You see, when it said, what, speak down in the ears of my people. So what, we're speaking to you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, because you're Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai's people.
And it reads, behold, second Ezra 15:1, behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
That's right, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, these are his words, and he put these words in our mouth. You see, he gave us the understanding of these scriptures to know what they were talking about, you know, for us to go out there on the highways and byways and speak these words.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right. These words are written in paper. You see, because what? They used to be written on scrolls, but now these words are written in paper. You see, and these words are faithful and true. These words are going to come to pass, and that's what makes them faithful and true.
God, this is... I'm sorry, bro.
It's like it, but that's my fault. Either these words have already came to pass, or they're going to come to pass. You see, so again, these words, that's what makes these words faithful and true.
This is Revelations 1:1, the revelation of Yahushua and Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Yeah, so that's just an example that what the scriptures, you know, the things that are written aforetime were written for our learning, you know, because what these scriptures are is a testimony of Yahushua. It's the spirit of prophecy. So the things that are written in these scriptures is full of prophecies that must surely come to pass, you know. And you know the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is on his true men, starting with apostles and elders of great millstone, to go out there on the highways and byways and warn Israel, you know, of the pending destruction that's coming to this place, you know. Because you look at that word "warn," it means to warn someone of the of impending danger, you know. I got a precept.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 42.
That's the spirit.
Isaiah 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass.
That's right. The former prophecies that already come to pass. And what's some of the former prophecies that already come to pass? That's World War II. World War One. Now World War II. You know, on the flood, Sodom and Gomorrah being burnt up by the fire and brimstones. You know, the plagues that came upon ancient Egypt. 70 A.D., the nation of Israel going on into captivity, you know, by the way of cargo slave ships, and so forth on. These are some of the former prophecies that have already come to pass, that you know, that have came and gone.
Yep. And it reads, and new things do I declare.
Right, and new things, you know, the prophecies that Yahweh Shema Shai declare. And what's some of the new prophecies that Yahweh Shema Shai declare to come to pass? The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, a famine of food and thirst, a famine of hearing these words, race riots, martial law with the guillotines inside them to chop your head off, you know, a whole bunch of brutal animals eating you to death, a whole bunch of pestilence, you know, which are diseases, you know, the 200 ICBM missiles, which is going to destroy America, along with the chariots with the word they call UFOs. You see, these are the new prophecies that Yahweh Shema Shai declaring to come to pass.
And how is he doing that? By his men, you know? They set up on their highways and byways, you know, that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, that have the understanding of the scriptures, you know? That's how you separate the real from the fake, whether or not they're going into the prophecies, you know, whether they're out there warning our people. Because what? Right. The Lord, real quick, I'm going to get it.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3. Verse 15, and it reads, and I will give you pastors according to my heart.
And that's right. And that word heart goes back to the Hebrew allows, means your mind. So what did Yahweh Shema Shai do? They gave us pastors, you know, spiritual God teachers, you know, that was going to feed the nation of Israel according to the Lord's mind. You see, who was going to be telling the nation of Israel the truth according to the scriptures, not winging it and breaking down the scriptures the wrong way.
And in turn, what? They will be speaking the words of prophecy, you know? Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding, you know, with that knowledge and understanding of the future, you know, of what must surely come to pass, of the things that are truly going to happen down here on this earth, you know.
You just elaborate on that. It said, I will read that from the top again if you don't mind.
Yeah, Jeremiah 3:15, I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And that's right. And so the teachers, you know, the spiritual guys that Yahweh Shema Shai sent to you so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, that was going to feed you so-called Negroes, Latino Americans with the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures was who? Starting with our apostle and other great Milton to the men on down. You know, first and foremost, from Abba Bibbins, King Marshall, High Priest Arya, you know, now on down to Apostle Tahar, Apostle Ricard, Apostle Ronla, Apostle Gabar, and so forth on. These are the true men of the Lord that was coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai that has been feeding us with the knowledge and understanding of scriptures, breaking down the scriptures the right way.
Back in Isaiah 42:9, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
That's right. So before these prophecies spring forth, before they come to pass, before they happen, Yahweh Shema Shai tells you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans about them. And how does he do it? By the way of his prophets. You see, because what? A prophet's job is to prophesy and, you know, the things that's going to come to pass.
I got it. This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old.
That's right. So the prophets that was before Jeremiah and us of old. And who were some of the prophets before Jeremiah and us of old? You got Lord Yahushua, who the word he calls Jesus.
Well, before us, not Jeremiah.
Okay. Before, who was some of the prophets before us? You got Lord Yahushua. You got Ezekiel, Moses. You got Isaiah.
Yeah, basically the whole Old Testament, they got the section with the prophets, those were all the prophets that were before us. You got Noah, Moses, like the brother was saying, and what they all prophesied against the set kingdom. It's going to break it down.
Okay.
This Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before the of old prophesied.
And again, prophesy means to say before something happens.
Yeah, exactly. So what? The Lord always sent his men to prophesy, so you can't call yourself a true man of the Lord if you're truly not prophesying, unto the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because what? Hey, they always, the men of the Lord always came prophesying,
Mm-hmm.
And it reads both, because when you prophesy, you're basically just saying before it happens, and we're basically telling you we're messengers, we tell you the things. We're prophesying in the sense of what? We're just telling you the things that the Lord is gonna do before they happen. The Lord always sends forth a messenger. Hey, we're the Lord's messenger on tomorrow. This many apples are gonna get delivered to this place. That's us prophesying. We're just the messengers of the Lord, especially when it comes to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Jeremiah 28:8. Prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
That's right. So the same way the ancient prophets prophesy against many countries and great kingdoms, the downfall of it, is the same thing that the men of the Lord are doing today, 2019. We're prophesying the downfall and destruction of America, wherever the prophets are around the four corners of the earth. You see, we're saying that things are going to happen before they come to pass. We're telling you about the prophecies that's recorded in the Bible that's going to come to pass, such as the RFID chip, martial law, race riots, the missiles, you name it.
Yep, and and that's something that these false pastors in churches are not doing.
Right.
They're telling you that peace is coming to America. They're telling you that love and prosperity is coming, but that's far from the truth. That's not the truth according to the scriptures.
That's right.
This is back in the book of Jeremiah 28:8, and it finishing off. Both against many countries and great kingdoms of war.
That's right. So what? Week in and week out, we come out on the highways and byways, and constantly throw videos all over YouTube to let you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans know that what? World War III is coming. You see? That's why you constantly see America talking about sending missiles over to these other countries, and you got these other countries talking about sending missiles back over this way, because we're in the time of World War III. But not only is World War III going to happen, you're going to have race wars and so forth on.
Mm-hmm. It's like it of war and of evil.
Evil means bad times. So we say you so-called Negro Latin Americans are the bad times that's going to hit this place of America and all around the four corners of the earth. You see, you're going to have a whole bunch of plagues and calamities that Yahweh Shemashah is going to bring upon the face of the earth. And I've been naming them this whole time. Race riots, martial law, FEMA camps with the guillotine inside them to chop your head off. A whole bunch of brutal animals eating you to death. A famine of food and thirst.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, the end all beat all the missiles and the chariots with the laser beam of fire coming down from the bottom of it. You see, those are the bad times that the men of the Lord are prophesying unto you so-called Negro, Latino, and Americans about.
And of pestilence.
And enough diseases. Because right now you got the, what is it called?
The H1N1.
The H1N1, but not
the Black Death.
Yeah, kind of the Black Death.
Ebola.
Ebola. You see, and so forth on. You see, so that's a job of a prophet. To prophesy and let you so-called Negro Latin Americans know the things that's going to come before they actually happen.
Mm-hmm. And last year had the flu. A lot of people were dying from the flu.
Mm-hmm.
At mass numbers. And a couple of people caught the flu. They ended up in the hospital.
Kind.
But I'm gonna reverse 9. It says the prophet which prophesied of peace. Because we speak the words of Yahweh Shemashah. They're faithful and true. We're not prophesying of peace. We're prophesying of the pending death and destruction. We're telling you, things that are going to happen before they happen, and it's straight out of the Holy Bible. The prophets which prophesy of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him. Yeah, so, if your church pastors in the church are telling you that peace is coming, and peace peace does come, which is not, that means the Lord truly sent them, But if the prophets, go out there on the highways and byways and tell you that definite destruction is coming, and definite destruction comes, that's how you know who the Lord was really dealing with the whole time.
And just elaborate on that, like the brother just said, you can clearly look around and see that death and destruction is what's coming. You got all type of madness going on the face of the earth. You got race riots going on. You got famines going on. You got tornadoes going on. You got all type of madness going on. And so that's how you know that with the true men of the Lord coming to spirit and power Yahweh Shemashah, and that's starting with our apostle of the great millstone of saying, it's true. So Yahweh Shemashah is sent does. Lord will be some of the men who endure to the end.
This is Isaiah 8:20. This is the last one. To the law and to the testimony. We just read what the testimony was. The testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, the King James Holy Bible, the Apocrypha included, not only speak these words, but teach our people the proper understanding, It is because there is no light in them. Yeah, they don't have Lord Yahweh, which is the light, which Lord Yahweh's testimony is the spirit of prophecy. So what? They not speaking the words of prophecy unto the children of Israel, giving them warning of the things that must surely come to pass. Then what? They're not. The Lord didn't send them. We just read what the true prophets. We just read what the true prophets of the Lord are gonna be doing. They're gonna be prophesying of war, evil, and destruction. The Lord never didn't have to send his prophets on the scene, if the people were doing good, But, you want to close out?
I hope you so-called Negroes, Latin Americans have been edified. It's been another GMS on the go. This is the Raleigh, North Carolina camp. Before we go any further, we'd like to give all honor, all glory, and all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Next up, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, from teaching us this truth according to the Bible and rule well, and a double shalom to all the Siakim throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth from righteousness and sincerity to the best ability. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.